This is 4 cups, I think. So
2 cups.
that's about, yeah. And I used the red-skinned potatoes. It's better to use red-skinned or yellow-skinned or even superiors than it is to use like the potatoes that are really good for mashing, because they kind of break down more, and you want potatoes that will hold their shape a bit for this. So, just spread these around. Nice colorful salad.
Red's best.
There. Now I'm going to mix up the dressing. We're going to use so I need red wine vinegar, about 2 tablespoons, and then half a cup of olive oil. I'm going to use a little bit of Dijon mustard again, a teaspoon in this case, and I'm going to leave the shallot out because I dropped it on the floor. But if you, where did I put it? Here it is. These are shallots. You can buy them dried in the grocery store. They're like a little onion with a red skin, but they're not red onions, and they're sweeter and milder than regular cooking onions, and that's why they're used in things like this. If you don't have them, don't want to use them, you can make your cooking onions a little milder by just slicing them and soaking them in cold water for a while, and then drain them, and they lose some of that bite, some of the hotness. Or if you just like them the way they are, that's fine too. So I'm going to use a teaspoon, didn't I say? Yeah, teaspoon of this. And Dijon mustard is a little milder, nicer flavor than mustard. Excuse me, than the yellow ballpark mustard. So it's used a lot more in things like this. I'm going to put a little bit of minced garlic. Okay. Going in every direction. Where did I? Do I have garlic in there? I had a whole big head of garlic somewhere. Oh, I don't know. Thank you.
I hope it's prize money for finding that.
Oh, yes. Of course there is. So just mince this up fine.
It's surprising the foods we eat now that we eat as kids, like garlic. I don't remember having garlic as a kid.
You don't remember having garlic?
As a kid?
No, neither do I.
Or chickpeas, or
Yeah.
cilantro, or...
Yeah, we're a lot more cosmopolitan now, eh? We've been introduced to so many foods by newcomers to Canada, and it's enriched our food habits so much. I got little pieces of skin in here. Okay, so this is going in here. I'm actually, as I mentioned before, I won't measure it. I'll just use the 1 clove. And now, how much oil do I need? About a half a cup. I used all my olive oil, so I'm going to use this kind, this canola oil. And I need a half cup, or 125 milliliters. Is anybody using metric measurements? Not mine. Not so much?
If I can, only if the recipe calls for something.
Okay. So, I could have added the salt and pepper to this too, but I guess I'll just sprinkle them on afterwards.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And salt and pepper are always at your discretion too. Don't worry about the amounts that they give. If you prefer not to have any salt, if you're really watching your sodium intake, that's fine. Just leave it out. If you're really crazy for pepper, you can add more. So we've got that ready. Set it aside. I've got some black olives here, and these black olives are ripe olives. That's what they are. They're green olives that are ripe. And these have pits in them. So you can get the pits out, you can loosen the pits in a similar way to what you do with the garlic. You just sort of push with the side of your knife. You don't have to bang it like you do garlic, but just push it a little bit and it splits it open. So I've measured these already and I'll just sprinkle them around. You could put them in whole if you wanted to. It's a little easier for people to eat if you remove the pits. And sometimes you can buy them pitted. I find they're a little softer. I don't like the texture as well when I buy the pitted ones. Same as buying the ones that are in cans. I find them a little, the texture's not as nice. Well, I could have done some of these ahead of time. Would have been a little more, a little faster. This, however, is the last salad that I'm going to show you. Does everybody have a favorite salad that they have, like one that they rely on for special occasions?
Broccoli salad is more on.
Broccoli, yeah. Grated cheese and bacon?
No, bacon, no grated cheese calls for raisins. And cream cheese dressing.
Oh, that's interesting.
What's it?
Mustard, cream cheese, garlic, onion, pepper, onion.
And you just mix it up?
Mix it up, I do it, use a hand blender, mix it up,
Yeah.
and then put broccoli, bacon, and raisins. I don't always put raisins in it because some people don't like raisins, but
Yeah, mine, the recipe for that one would be mayonnaise, vinegar, and sugar
yeah, it's in that
for
much.
the,
Yeah,
dressing.
that one's good too.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's got green grapes in it. Some recipes for that.
Yeah, and some do sunflower seeds. Now, I like the cheese and the bacon and onions,
The rich stuff.
broccoli, cauliflower.
Yeah.
Because cauliflower kind of stretch it when broccoli's a bit pricey. The cauliflower. Oh, I love it. Because it doesn't really taste like anything.
Okay, so just to speed things up, I'm going to work on the tomatoes now. You just need a pint of cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes, whatever you like. These are nice. I think these are from Skierman's in Kensington. It's called Homegrown Family Farm. You know, Sherry, is that?
I'm not sure, but my mother was born in Field, not in Field, in the house right next door to Skierman's. In Spring Valley.
So cut these in half to make it a little easier to eat. And see how colorful this is? This is great. And we're going to have some of this for you to try too. We could bring those out now if you'd like to, ladies.
I'm going to ask this good question. Hard cooked eggs, how come sometimes they don't peel easy?
Oh, because they're too fresh.
Oh, okay.
The fresher they are, the harder they are to peel, and it's because of that little membrane.
Thank you.
In fact, the ones in this salad are going to be kind of messy. They were, I guess, fresher than I thought.
Okay.
That's a good question.
And here I thought because I didn't soak in cold water or something.
Yeah,
I
well,
never figured
it always loosens them a bit to cool them in cold water right away. But that doesn't compensate totally for them being fresh.
That explains so many things.
What's that?
That explains so many things. When I buy them by a dozen in the store, they're always easier to peel. My daughter has her own chickens. When I get eggs from her, I can't peel them. I'm thinking
Yeah, when I get them at
She's
the
not
farmer's
feeding them
market,
right.
no, she's doing everything right. She's giving you fresh eggs. So that, I would put the rest of these in afterwards, and then the eggs. You can see how messy this is, maybe. It's big chunks of the white came out when I was trying to peel it because these are fresh. I have never been able to slice eggs very well, but I find this little device helps a lot. It just cuts them with nice even slices. And when I've tried so many different ways to boil eggs. Has everybody got a favorite way to get them just right?
7 minutes.
7 minutes for hard boiled? Oh, boiling, like right on. Do you leave them on the heat after they come to the boil?
No, I used to do it 5 minutes and leave it on the heat, and I've seen somebody on TV who said 7 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm going to take them off.
Okay.
For hard boiled. Yeah.
Yeah, for hard boiled, I do longer than that. I start with cold water, cover them with cold water, bring them to a boil, then take them off the heat immediately and leave them for 12 minutes. So,
I've been doing this 7 minutes since I heard it on
yeah,
TV or something, and it works.
and it works fine for you.
Yeah. Boiled for 7 minutes.
Boil.
So I used to do 5 and let them stick.
Huh. Well, in any case, if you overboil them, they will get that black ring around the yolk. So it's great to do them for as short a time as you can. And people do them in an Instant Pot too, if they want to do a whole lot of eggs. I personally think it's a huge amount of cleanup for a little reward, but that's what happens.
Does anybody ever cook them in the oven, like hard cook them in the oven? Because you can apparently, like, 'cause when we make our lobster takeouts, we usually cook like 100 eggs or something, so we would boil a lot of eggs and peel a lot of eggs. And I've seen online that you can just bake them and then chop them up that way, and I keep thinking I should try that.
bake them shelled on or
No,
not?
shelled off.
Like you just
yeah.
or something, is it?
You just break them and cook them, and then you chop them.
What do you put them in after you've broken them?
I haven't gone that far to
Too many questions, right?
Yeah, too many questions.
I've been teaching my kids. Too many questions. Okay. So we'll do this. And a few more tomatoes and then the dressing on it. What do you think of this niçoise? Is this something that you might consider having for a meal, for serving?
I like it, but I don't like the potato or the green beans in it.
Don't you?
For
You'd
some
rather
reason.
have it without those?
Yes. But is there anything else you could add in the replacement?
Well, really, anything you wanted.
Yeah, zucchini or, I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, you could put chopped zucchini slices.
Yeah.
We had
But it's
asparagus in my house.
Ah, is that,
Asparagus?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's nice with the V swap.
yeah. You know, I have made it with asparagus too, the big seed.
Yeah.
Never buy.
It's a very colorful dish, though, to serve. And it's very healthy.
I like the combinations, but I find it's a bit bland.
Do you?
So the textures and color and all of that is really wonderful, but
Maybe
it's like it needs an herb or a spice to kick it up a notch. Pepper, black pepper.
Yeah, more black pepper?
And possibly we didn't stir it as much as, like, I plated it, and you see Margaret's just gonna pour the dressing on top. And so we just grabbed parts of it, and maybe if we stirred it more, we may have gotten not as much dressing as someone else. Because some people, when I took the plates out, had dressing on their plates, and some people didn't.
Right.
And what we sampled, did it have the canola oil?
It
Because this
had,
had canola.
it had the olive in it.
So there's a little more taste with the olive.
Yeah. Oh, that's, I mean, that's a valid thing. I mean, maybe even just put a little more salt in it. But yeah, interesting.
I find I'm cooking with more herbs than I did, let's say, 10 years ago.
For sure.
So some of it is that.
Yeah. You know, thyme would be really good in it. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, I was thinking like the herb de Provence would be too strong,
Yeah.
but there's got to be a couple of herbs in that mix
Yeah.
that would be very good.
Yeah. Marjoram? You think, what is it? Is this, it's got lavender.
Yeah, that's what I would.
That would be at least the lavender.
Yeah, the lavender would just be too odd with the fish.
Yeah.
I was thinking with the carrot salad, I'd forget the parsley and just add more mint.
Would you? That's a good
But I'm a
idea.
mint fan.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's a huge amount of mint around right now. So,
Who's
That's what
might
the whole
be nice
population
in that?
behind us. Might have been visited.
Oh, well, a lot of ours have flowers on them now. I picked the ones that didn't have flowers yet. Anyway, ladies, I thank you for your attention and your comments. And if you've got any more questions, I'm here for a while, but if you don't, you're free to go. Thank you so much.